Without having to watch all of it and then being mad that you watched it, I'm here to let you know which one you would most like. Hey guys, this is Hope Said It, back with another Hope Said It Uncut video for you. And today we're talking about the Real Housewives. Now, I don't watch a lot of TV, but when I do, okay, it's going to be either 90 Day Fiance, one of those franchises, This Is Us, which is coming back soon, and one of the Real Housewives franchises. But as the years have went on, I learned that not all of those franchises are created equally. So I'm here to let you know which ones would be best for you, I suppose. Without having to watch all of it and then being mad that you watched it, I'm here to let you know which one you would most rather like. And to do that, I kind of have to rank the shows. So we'll start with what I feel is the best franchise. So to start off, I have to give it to the Georgia Peaches. Atlanta, to me, is the top ranked housewife show. I'm sure if you look at the ratings, it will also say the same. I don't watch ratchet television necessarily, so I'm not the one to really do the love and hip hop. Not saying it's ratchet. It's just a different, vibe, I suppose. But if you want the drama without all that, then that's exactly what you're getting with Real Housewives of Atlanta. And can we just talk about love and hip hop real quick? Like, what is up with those confessionals? Shooter, he's married for 5 years. But what his wife doesn't know is that I have been on the side for 2 of them. Anyways, back to Atlanta. So, you have your staples, Nene, who I hear is not coming back, Candy. You used to have Sheree and Cynthia. Listen, there is a cast of women who really, all of them serve a purpose, I feel. Now, if one season someone's storyline isn't really holding water, someone else will blow it out the water. Hello, Portia, who was pregnant and her baby daddy cheated on her. Don't think I necessarily like the demise of somebody, because you have people like Candy, who actually is on the up and up and up. Like every season seems to be her starting a new business and killing it, But I also enjoy watching that. So, I don't know. Atlanta is just that season. I mean, most of the catchphrases have come by wig, by Ashy. Close your legs to marry men. I said what I said. It's just a gift that keeps on giving. So Atlanta definitely is number one. Watch this if you do kind of want that drama. You want to see the upper high, I don't know, the kind of uptown life of Atlanta, right? Like Atlanta for the socialites. And all of these shows are really the socialites of the city, but it's a different feel when it's Atlanta. Hotlanta, the black capital of the US apparently. So the second show on my list is Potomac. Now hear me out. If you would have asked me this about 2 seasons ago, Potomac would have went right to the back, okay? But those ladies have come up, and really not the ladies, the cast has changed and come up since. When Potomac first happened, it was, mind you, I'm from PG County, 20708, what's up? But I wasn't feeling it. I was like, where is Potomac? What? And mind you, okay, I get it. I grew up broke, so I'm not going to know these little rich areas. But still, I was like, no one I know acts like that. Like, it was just a little too much. I feel like they were putting on too much. They were, we don't do that. Girl, you eat crabs just like the rest of us, okay? For me, Potomac started out too much, and they didn't really have much of a storyline. Hey, I'm rich, my husband is this. Giselle, we knew about the pastor and that scandal, but that was past. We weren't talking about current. So I don't know. I just was not impressed. And then it was like this colorism kind of aspect. It was homogenous. Ooh, SAT again. Then they started mixing it up. You add in Monique, you add in Candace, and now we have more roundedness. I feel, at least. I was like, okay, you have these women who are young, who aren't necessarily as pretentious. They are kind of, keep it funky. Everybody on the show is kind of like, except for Robin, but she had her bankruptcy stuff. I'm just saying that as the seasons went, the cast changed. It was good. Now we have good drama. Now you're not going to get as much drama as Atlanta with Potomac. So this is Atlanta light, okay? Watch Potomac, another franchise that's predominantly black. I'm not doing it because I'm black. Those are just the top two right now. Now, some other franchises could have beat Potomac, but they wanted to downgrade, and we'll get to that later. But I'm just saying Potomac, right now we have more realness. We see, oh, y'all do have issues, tax evasions and cheating scandals, and like, okay, now you're more real. Forget your money. We're talking about you right now. And that's really where Potomac started to shine. So Atlanta, then Potomac, and then next we have New Jersey. So this was kind of hard. I like New Jersey because of how it started. And really, I have to take every season into consideration. Now, there is about one season in there where I was like, I could skip the whole thing and not feel anything. But New Jersey, it had that, like, not mafia, because I hate that, but it had that, like, you know, hey, what you talking about? Like, we think it's thieves. They had that vibe going on, and I liked it because they were together. I mean, they weren't even all family, but they were friends who acted like family, who had that Italian value thing, family first, hey, forget about it. Then it changed. They still had drama, but kind of with outsiders, you know, don't mess with the family type thing, but cast change, relationship change, then people started to turn on each other, and life started happening to where the franchise was just like any other. Like, this one was the family franchise, and it turned into sister turning against sister, best friend turning against best friend. And that was fine, I guess. You want to see the drama. It was fine during that season where it started to change, but people kept on drifting apart. It just got really ugly towards the end. So then it evolved, and now we're only talking about Teresa, really. It's almost like Teresa and Friends. That's just what the show has become, because Teresa, she had different friend dynamics, but then, her and her husband had the legal issues with, what was it, tax fraud or something like that. They had those issues. Teresa went to jail, and then Joe went to jail, and then their relationship sucked, and, and now I think they're divorced or separated. Joe's deported to Italy. Like, it's just a lot going on. So you're looking at that. You're looking at her 4 daughters during the process. Her sister-in-law was also added in the show. Her brother's wife was added in the show. They don't really like each other, so they have this on again, off again. Either way, all roads point to Teresa, so now it's the Teresa show. I don't have a problem with Teresa, so I like it. If you don't like Teresa, then I see why you wouldn't like it, but I don't think anybody has a solid storyline to stand by its own. So really, I just see Teresa getting a spinoff and doing her own thing. Now, would I just watch her like that? I don't know, but she just has the most substance. Everybody else tries and this and that, but you need Teresa to kind of anchor it, together. So it's number 3. Had it been these last 2 seasons, the whole season, I would have brought it down. But, at the end of the day, New Jersey's New Jersey, and I will watch it. That's why it's number 3. And New Jersey and New York, they were jockeying for the number 3 spot, but I had to end up giving it to New Jersey. And then we'll go to New York, because although I feel both franchises kind of downgraded, like New Jersey went like this, and then New York kind of went to the floor, to me, because New York started cool. You always want to go to the fashion capital and this and that, and oh, black chic, and oh, look at the socialites and all that stuff. And then you had in the beginning, not that they weren't anybody, but they weren't really anybody. You had Bethany still hustling her skinny girl, people not wanting to even eat her samples at the store. You had Jill Zarin at the time. You had Countess, who was so pretentious, it was ridiculous. Like, she's pretentious now, but I mean, when she was actually married to the Count, it was ridiculous. So you had that. You had Ramona, who like had money, but she didn't talk about her money like she does now. So you just had girls who were just living in New York City trying to make it or reaching their level of success. Now, once that success was hit and then the drama started and this and that, that's really when I guess it went downhill from there. Not really, but it's just, you had a relationship change, just like any franchise. I have said that about almost all of these, but now, especially since Bethany gone, Bethany was like the Spitfire, I say it like it is, type thing, and you needed that. But even towards the end of her season, it was like, why are you so mean? What is wrong? Are you okay? It wasn't sarcastic anymore. It was vicious, you know, for me. So it's hard for me to watch it because that used to be my favorite. So that's why it was hard. And then Bethany left. They bring in Leah, who's like younger, but still the sarcasm and I say it like it is type feel. Yeah, but Leah can't hold the show. And everybody just gotten older. Life changed. Ramona, she got older. Now she's divorced. You bring all these old people. It's really just the granny socialite club, I feel, at this point. Minus Leah, and now Tinsley's gone, so whatever. But it's just a whole bunch of old ladies who are trying to still prove that they still got it. You know, like still flirting on 30-something-year-olds and making their children cringe in the process. Like they are the cringeworthy grannies. And so taking into consideration like the last 2 or 3 seasons, I was like, yeah, this ain't hot anymore. Sorry, because it's like the Bad Girls Granny Edition. And then you move on to Beverly Hills. Now, Beverly Hills is, I don't know how many times I have said pretentious in this whole video so far, but listen, Beverly Hills tops everybody, okay? But they actually have it, I feel. I think they actually have that money. But, I mean, just frivolous and gaudy. That is Beverly Hills for you. Like, oh, look at my wristband. It's couture. Oh, look at this cotton swab. It's Gucci. That's Beverly Hills for you. So I actually liked it in the beginning. Obviously, you had Lisa Vanderpump. That was a staple. You had the sisters, Kyle and Kim, and you see their relationship kind of evolve and how alcoholism kind of played a part in their relationship and all that. But then you had Puppygate. And I said, okay, maybe I have to reevaluate what my DVR is recording because, I don't know, Puppygate, that season was so bad. It was literally, and if you know what I'm talking about, like before this, okay, fine, you have drama. But last season, or was it the season before that? I think it was last season. Last season, the whole season was about a lady who adopted a puppy from Lisa Vanderpump's shelter. And I guess it didn't work out, and she returned the puppy to a shelter, I guess. So the discrepancy, I guess, was, oh, no, I returned it to a lady. I gave it to a lady who said she'll, house the puppy. And she's the one, without my knowledge, who returned it to, I guess, a kill shelter. So everybody was like, ooh, I love puppies. What are you doing, Peter? That was the whole season. Did you hear that she returned the puppy? Oh, she doesn't like puppies. After that, I said, wow, is this what it's become? We're talking about puppies for how many episodes? And we're just, the whole season is just pointing the finger about puppy. I think Lisa planted this puppy story. I love puppies. I don't know what she's talking about. If I hear puppy one more time, like, it was so bad. So bad that I couldn't even consider it to move up. I said, you know what, Beverly Hills, if this is what you have become, you just gonna have to stay. I mean, how many episodes? Let's say 13, 14, 15. It was bad. One episode of Atlanta Housewives blew the whole season out the water. It was that bad. Everybody just rich and fabulous. Shout out to Garcelle. She is the first Beverly Hills Black housewife. And she did her thing. I just think I don't know, it's just a different crowd. It's a different crowd, and it's hard to empathize with them. When something happens in the other season, you can be like, dang, girl, like, sorry to hear that. I, felt sorry, obviously, when Cal said she got her heirlooms and stuff stolen. No one wants that. But, I mean, other people just, oh, my Maserati is blue instead of black. Girl, go on somewhere. You don't have our problems. And I think some of them will admit that, but it's just hard watching, thinking, okay, this is what you're complaining about? Okay, it must be nice. So watch Beverly Hills just if you want that lifestyles of the rich and famous vibe. You're not necessarily, well, the people I know, at least, me and the people I know, are not necessarily them, but if you just want to peek into their world and say, oh, what y'all doing in Hollywood? That's what you watch. Not to be confused with Orange County, which is one of the worst franchises over the years. Now, the Orange County was the first. When you said Real Housewives, it was of Orange County, period. There were no other cities. They were the first ones. And I didn't really watch it then. I started maybe watching in season 3 or something. When it was the first one, I was like, oh, I don't really care. It gave me Beverly Hills vibes, and I didn't care at the time. I was like, okay, so it's just these rich ladies who are throwing wine in people's faces, like whatever. I caught on later, and I was like, oh, okay, it's okay. The drama was kind of there, but after watching Beverly Hills, I'm kind of like, no, these ladies have money. I'll just perpetrate. Like, what's going on? So it's just a lot of, I don't know, it's just showy. And it turned into New York to where you kind of grew up with these ladies, but these ladies are like refusing to age gracefully, and they're getting stuff done, and they're doing their fitness plans, which is fine, but they just want to always be hot. Like it feels like the goal of these ladies is to be the hot mom. I want to be the hot, and at this point they have to be the hot grannies. That's how old they are. So now it's, I want to be the hot girl. Get your old self on somewhere, okay? Just live your life. It gives me New York granny vibes. While New York is still higher than Orange County, their storylines are at least a little better. Orange County, I'm just like, okay, who's divorcing this season? That's really what it's been. Who doesn't like who because of some rumor that happened? Cool. And y'all ain't even rich. I mean, y'all richer than me, but y'all ain't rich like Beverly Hills rich. So now they kind of become hard to watch because they don't have their own identity. They used to be the rich ones, and now you're just like, no, I got Beverly Hills. What do you have? Give me something new. 3 more divorces? Yeah, well, you did that already for a couple seasons now. So what else? So if I didn't watch a season of Orange County, I'd actually be okay. But I'll just watch it anyway if there's nothing else to watch on TV. So that's why Orange County kind of took that spot. These other 2 are not even on TV, but I'll just brush through it right quick. Miami, they had about 3 or something seasons. Miami, the Housewives of Miami. I didn't have a problem with it because it not that it represented Miami well. I think it just was the stereotype of Miami anyway. It's like, oh, we do it big and bold and Latina. But they didn't have substance. You know, they didn't have substance. Like, their drama was petty. It was kind of like telenovela feel, to where it's like, this is getting taken out of proportion, y'all. Like, chill out. She just said the dress was ugly. You're making this way more than it is. No one was memorable, and the best character was this mom with the old mom on there. R.I.P. though, I think she passed away. She was on there, had many plastic surgeries, it showed. She said it how it was, fan favorite easily. But she wasn't even a main character, she was just someone's mom. So if that's your go-to, you don't have a show. And so they lasted for 3 seasons, and that was that. I don't think they really had anybody to be a star. Speaking of no stars, DC, worse than Miami, 1 season. And so obviously I'm from the DMV area, and I wasn't impressed because they made it seem like everything DC is politics. No, Capitol Hill is right there, true. White House is across the street, absolutely. But not everything is politics in DC. You know, you're not just doing dinners and talking about, so in the next election, who are you voting for? You know, like they're normal people, but it was just very political, highbrow political. You didn't really have the drama. Now there were this couple, and I didn't even care to Google and refresh my memory. There were this couple that people didn't like because of this and that, and I don't know, they went to some dinner party, did something, I forget, and I don't care. But that was the bulk of it, to where all the other ladies were kind of like, ooh, did you hear about that couple? Ooh. It was like scandalous with no teeth, you know. So it should have went off air. I was trying to, you know, just hold it down because I'm from the area, but ultimately they had to stand on their own 2 feet, and they cannot do that. So I wanted to list the seasons that aren't even on air anymore to show you how much I do not like this next one. Real Housewives of Dallas. Now, you guys know I'm based in Texas right now, from DMV. I moved to Texas, so I know a little bit, you know, about something. Now, I'm not in the socialite Dallas crowd, I know, but it just seemed fake. And I only watched like 1 or 2 episodes. I couldn't stomach much else because the storylines were like, oh, I don't like her. She goes to too many charities. She just wants to be seen. Her hair is way too big for that dress. It just was no. I feel like, especially since they have a chance to watch the other franchises, they were just like, okay, the key is to have drama, check. Act like a pretentious fool, check. Those are the vibes I got. I didn't like it. I watched one episode, it did not wow me. It's like, it was just very highbrow drama that did not hold my attention at all. So they had even the trailer, I was shocked I watched the first 2 episodes, because even the trailer was just like, okay, well, I guess I'll just do a shout out to my current residents at the moment. But no, just no. It was a no for me on Dallas. But you would like it no, I don't know how you would like it. if you like, I don't know. I was going to say if you like New York. No, it's just no. And then last but absolutely least, it was Housewives of Melbourne. Now, I forgot that Bravo even did this. When I saw it, I thought it was a parody because, sometimes on YouTube you have the Real Housewives of Niger, and I'm like, is this real? Is this Bravo? What's up? So when I saw that it did actually have the Bravo TV stamp, I was like, are you serious? We're going to Australia for this? Trailer did not wow me. Now, mind you, I just don't care about the lifestyles of the Aussie and famous. Not really. But it just didn't wow me. Like, the ladies, if I can't even do Orange County here in America, if I can't do Dallas here in America, I don't want to then do a whole other group of ladies who are uninteresting and out of country. Like, that's so disconnected from me. So the who of what and is what that is, because I have not watched one episode, and I guess y'all didn't like it either, because I don't think it's coming back, or if it is, it's been on hold for a while. So, boo to Melbourne. Andy, if you need to take off a show, Melbourne and Dallas are probably your top picks for the next one. And then I hear that they're doing a Real Housewives in Salt Lake City. I don't know, dog. I mean, obviously you got to talk about, Mormonism, I guess. Snow or something. I don't know. That was an odd pick. I would assume they would go to, like, Chicago or somewhere else. Well, I guess Chicago would be kind of like New York. I don't know. I just wasn't feeling Salt Lake City. Even the trailer will allow me to watch 1 or 2 episodes. I'll see. I hope I'm pleasantly surprised, but I am not betting on Housewives of Salt Lake City just yet. Pick your franchise accordingly. Like, when I asked you guys what you like, some people loved Atlanta. A person said that was the worst season. Okay. A person said the New York was the worst season. Okay. Like, I didn't think it was the worst. My goodness. I think, Dallas and Melbourne are the worst. But, everybody has their own opinion. This is just mine. But I really think you will not be disappointed if you watch what I recommended. And at least if you watch the other ones that I don't highly recommend, you know what you're getting into. You could be like, I love seeing old grannies get down. Well, then get yourself some New York and Orange County. Hurry up. But at least you know why I don't like it, so that if you like that sort of thing, you can watch it accordingly. So I hope this video helped you out to know which housewives should be on your DVR. Do you even have a DVR? That is the next poll of hopesaidit.com. But go to hopesaidit.com. You can read more about this week's topic, which is the Housewives franchise, the best and the worst. Also follow me at Hope Said It on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. I will talk to you guys next week. I have a blog post on Wednesdays. My videos drop on the weekends, and I will talk to you later, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. Bye. I forgot. Who gonna check me, boo? Atlanta has so much. So much.